because I just didn't have that expansion of cable. So
I guess I'll add that to the list.
yeah, I don't know if it's on Hulu or not.
Yeah, I don't know what that's streaming on.
I think it might be on. I think it used to be on Hulu. I don't know if it is now. I think it might be on Paramount or something, or like
Oh, wait, I don't know that one.
one of those weird ones. You know what I'm saying? Or one of those like not
Yeah.
really weird, but most reused ones.
Right, one of the newest ones you read.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Hulu. Huh.
That could be.
It also says Paramount Plus, so weird. Anyway, what three things people would not expect about you?
3 things. Okay, so that one, I'm a pretty big sneakerhead.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah. So I also phrase this with I'm a poor sneakerhead. I'll put it that way.
Okay. There's that.
Yeah, like I definitely I'll find some sweet Air Maxes, but I'll find them on like Depop, and then I'll try and clean them up as best as I can, and then I'll wear them out because I do wear my sneakers. I'm not a big fan of dudes who just like put them up boxed and don't ever wear them. Like I like having my
that's
fit.
weird.
Yeah, like unless you have the money to be like, yeah, I'm gonna buy my walking pair and then buy my collectible pair. That's fine.
Right.
Like I guess life is that easy. That's cool. Like,
What are your thoughts on people who wear fakes or quote unquote replicas?
I mean, I don't mind as long as they're not flexing like they're real.
Okay, fair enough. There it is.
Like I mean, I was that kid who frickin' wore and ones like all of middle school. So like, which now they're cool, which is really weird to my brain because I used to get made fun of for wearing and one. So
Now look at people spending hundreds of dollars on it.
Dude, I saw frickin' like the old like and one shirts on like Depop and eBay going for like $100 a shirt.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, these are just bunk like ones you could buy at the mall, like that nobody wanted,
or a flea market or something.
Yeah. Like we're like $3 shirts at Goodwill around like 2010,
All right, one more.
One more. Oh yeah. My favorite holiday is Christmas. I mean favorite. I mean like I wear Christmas socks all year round. I wear Christmas gear all year round. Like I wore like my Krampus shirt in the middle of spring. Like,
awesome.
I have Santa Claus and like Christmas themed tattoos. Like in the future, like that level of Christmas love.
I also love Christmas, and I've been trying to figure out what my Christmas tattoo would be. So one day I will also have a Christmas one.
Well, what side of Christmas is your favorite? I don't think that should narrow down what you like. Because if you like gift giving, man, I think you should get like a Santa bag or a present.
That's true. I think I just like, I want a Santa. But the other thing is I like black Santas a lot because everyone's got a white Santa, but the black Santas are not. I mean, they're becoming more popular now. But when I started, I guess, well, I don't have a collection, but I'm looking at 3 black Santas right now. So I guess I kind of have a very mini collection. But it might be a black Santa or I also had the thought that as having like Anna in a baseball outfit as well because I like baseball, so I was trying to like tie the two together somehow. Cool. Yeah. But also like the Hawaiian Santas, so like it would be a Santa something. I'm just trying to narrow it down as to which one I would actually get.
That'd be Brad. Yeah. I think my go-to one I want to get. So there's a comic book called Claws. That I really enjoy, which is like, think like high fantasy, like young Santa. So like you kind of mix like Santa and Conan the Barbarian, but didn't make him as like sticky as Conan.
Right, not as beefy.
Yeah, funny enough, he kind of looks like me. Like, so it's like long brown hair and beard. So I was like, I really like this. But there's a part earlier on in like the first arc of the story where he gets blessed by like the fae of the North Woods, and he gets like this big snowflake. Like it looks like a big tattoo, but it's like where his magic his Santa magic kind of like derives from. And I was like, I kind of really want that like big crystalline snowflake tattooed.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I think on my elbow. It would suck, but it'd be freaking cool. Like,
right. I mean, it's better than like a spider web.
Right. That's pretty. I say this, my favorite wrestler ever has a spider web tattoo.
I mean, who's that?
Rhino.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, back in his day,
Yeah.
What else were you really doing with your elbow? Unless maybe a spiral, but yeah, for the most part, it was just always spider webs. Like,
right. It's very classic 90s tattoo.
Yeah, exactly. There used to be this, I don't know, I can't even remember what the company was, but like I'd always seen at like horror movie conventions, they always had booths there, but they made a shirt that I bought and had for the longest time. It was, I think it was Jesus nailing Santa to the cross, and like behind him you see like all the reindeer are also on crosses, and I was like, that is the most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
That's hard. It's so funny because you wear that. I feel like if you wore that in public now, they'd be like, "Yeah, taking Christmas back for Christ." I'm like, that's not what I'm going for here.
That's definitely not what I was doing there. I'm actually making fun of the whole fact that you guys do that, but yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, you're Christian. Like, don't you understand that Santa died for our sins so we could have a regular Christmas without being associated with your religious rhetoric? Like,
right.
Probably have a good time.
Awesome. Yeah. Do your history on the holiday. Your guy was not a part of it at any time.
Never was. Never once.
Never was. He wasn't even born
in this month, man. Like,
born in the summertime. Like, this fucking blows my mind.
Yep, he's around.
But that's neither. Yeah, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
Number 4. Who or what inspired you?
Ooh. What's a variety of things? I don't know. I try to think of kind of more of an overall versus like there's pinpoints in my life where other, select people have inspired me. I think my uncle was probably my biggest like inspiration. He passed away earlier this year, but he was a big one for me because he was always really supportive of everything I ever did, like with music or with wrestling or any of that. He always, really dug in the fact and like, hey, whatever you want to do, don't ever let people stop you and just dig into it as hard as you can and you'll succeed in it. So he kind of lived his life the same way after a while. Like even through mistakes, he got to a happier place, in life before passing away.
That's awesome. I like that a lot. And what would you tell your 17-year-old self?
Just to let you know, in the future, we're going to be the Necro Butcher's last bar fight, and we're also going to bleed in Japan. So you're going to have your Japanese death match. It's going to happen.
That's awesome. I was talking about Necro Butcher just the other day.
That's my dude.
He did some shit that like people don't even like. Back in his day, that they just didn't do that shit, and like,
oh man, taking a superplex to outside to the asphalt, like, come on.
I saw that at a Ring of Honor show, and I was like, what the fuck did he just do? Like, why would he do that?
And it's like, okay, so I'm gonna tell you this too. So you knew a few years back, like he had like at the time what was terminal cancer, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay, so I don't know if he's obviously still wrestles today, and I think he's even stronger now than he was when he was like in his 20s and 30s. I think the dude has got like Deadpool style anti-cancer, and he's just getting stronger by the day. The dude's still 6'7". He's giant. He weighs like a 285 now, and Like, I was his last bar fight, man, because after me, he's like, just to let you know, I retired after you because nobody else does it right. So I'm like, okay. But
That's a badge of honor for you.
Exactly. And like I said, that dude's hands are the size of lunch boxes and they're filled with granite and cement. Like, easily the hardest punches I've ever taken in the ring ever. It was from the Necro Butcher. And it was awesome. But that's definitely a moment I look back at my 17-year-old self and be like, hey, so we're going to pull up a chair in front of Necro and we're going to get our face beat in and it's going to be awesome.
That's amazing. Now, if people wanted to find you online, find out more about you, watch you live, how can they do all the things?
You can check me. I usually post on Instagram probably the most under carnivore_roar. That's spelled like Thor, but with an R, so RHOR. You can find me on Facebook under that too. If you ever want to buy some merch, also probably have some new merch up on deathmatchworldwide.com. And I keep my Instagram and pretty updated with where I'll be at and new shows popping up. Like, I have I'm getting booked up until almost April for next year, so you'll start seeing a lot more flyers and announcements coming up here pretty soon.
Are you coming to Texas?
Possibly.
Okay.
I've been talking to a couple spots around like Houston and San Antonio maybe. So
nice. Okay. Let me know, and I think we could get together and talk about Christmas.
Definitely. We have a beer too.
That too, obviously. We'll have beers and talk about Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Remington, thank you so much for your time. I've loved this conversation, and I can't wait to see, what the future holds for you next. And obviously, terracotta pots and light tubes with some cinder blocks sprinkled in.
Yep. You'll see that machete just traveling around. Either with me wielding my Minpo or a Santa hat, I'll be going around the world with it.
There you go. Deathmatch Santa.
That's me.
Thank you so much to Remington Rhor for being on the show. Again, with such a fun conversation. He is such a good dude to talk to. I can't wait to see him in person, and we're definitely going to have some beers together and talk about Christmas. So while you're enjoying this podcast and so many others that you can go in the backlog, make sure to find us on our social medias and follow us. It is Brewsers Pod, that is BREWSCRSPOD, on the Instagram, the Threads, and the Twitter. Send us an email over at brewserspod@gmail.com. And if you want to follow me directly, it is Rody John, that is RODIEJON. Rody John is the name on the Twitter and on the Untapped. In case you want to find out what I'm drinking, maybe we can have a beer together. And if you want to follow me on the Threads or the Instagram, it is official Rody John. Send me an email if you would like over at rodyjohn@gmail.com. And until next time, make sure to enjoy life, drink local, and cheers.